Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. It is another beautiful morning here in Melbourne, Australia. Here in the southern hemisphere, we are going through summer, hopefully with most plants intact. So far so good. Getting a lot of little seedlings out. I'll show you a few tips on what I do to keep my seedlings alive using organic practices. It's not hard, it's just that you have to remember to do things, but that's life, isn't it? So let's get going on some gardening. Our spaghetti squash is starting to flower. You might think that's a good thing, and it is, but the problem with squash or pumpkins is that their first flowers are always male, and that's before the female flowers come out. So how you tell if it's a male or a female flower is there's no little bulb that's going to become fruit there at the back. So you just got the guys to start with. Seems to be most squash or other plants like that. So what I do to help the plant get along, because I'm a little behind with my season this year due to cold weather and other things, is I take those flowers off somewhere close to the stem. Probably should use secateurs, and yeah, you can put that inside or do whatever you want to do with it, but they do close up once you get into the day, so they won't be much of a cut flower. Anywho, this little one will grow a whole lot better now, and you can see there are a lot more flowers coming, but I'll probably pick off all of those. Might even do it now. I don't want to pick off the growth tip though, just make sure they're on the side, so then it can kick on with its own little growth spurt without having to worry about producing flowers for us. The female flowers will come along later on and produce some fruit, but there's no point to the male flowers being there if there aren't any female flowers. I mean, you could say it's for the bees, but it's a bit of a load on the plant just for the sake of a few bees. Alright, so how I keep my seedlings organic and alive. For the most part, a lot of it is preparation. So I grow most things from seed, so it needs to be healthy, and the right time of the year is also really important. The weather is important. If you get spring or summer and you get a span of really cool weather, that's fantastic for planting things. Not cold, just average kind of weather. Cloudy is even better, overcast, and you will need to provide some shade. Usually this half of this bed is shaded a lot of the day, but it does get dappled shade, so these little ones are doing really well. I have found that organically, if you are going to plant something in a garden bed without any cover on it, I'll put a link here, but for the most part, if a bean, say a bean is that big, so two or three true leaves, these are not the true leaves, these weird little things that come out first. They're dicotyledons, I think, if there are two of them, but these proper leaves have to be big and healthy, and the plant has to be pretty happy, and don't put them out on a scorching hot day. So yeah, healthy, good size, good weather, and good position for their growth habit, whatever they need. The last thing I would say is something that I've worked out just by trial and error, is by planting them at the end of the day. So once the heat has gone out of the sun, preferably also the sun has stopped shining on the area that you're in, it's so much better. So the little plants get, maybe up to 12 hours or so of cooler weather to adjust to the soil, and to be well watered in is also very important. Aside from that, you don't have to put a cover on. Here's one of my little covers. I have a cover on that one, and the other one that I planted over there, they're watermelons, because I had seeds fail about 4 times. They're my last ones. It's possibly even too late to get watermelons this time of the year. It is January, the end of the second week of January, and we are almost halfway through summer. So yes, they are a little bit wee, but that's basically what I do with my seedlings. You just have to look after them and shade them a little bit if they're in full sun for the first week or two. sea salt or some kind of seaweed extract is also good for them. It helps with preventing plant shock, but for the most part I either forget or don't do it. I put some manure on eventually once they're a little bit adjusted to everything, but that's just a general rule of thumb. This soil here I have is veggie mix, so it does have some fertilizer in it, so I'm not too particular about putting manure on these. You can see some of my black cream tomatoes that I've tied up here. Finally, they were a little messy. But they'll come good. They have a bit more growing to do this season. We're only in the second month of summer at the moment. Looking for some star pickets today, but we saw these in the hedge in the industrial area. So just a little reminder, grow your own blackberries. Don't eat other people's. They could have poison on them if they've sprayed them. Yeah, just grow your own. Well, I hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.